Side is 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Knights offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Throwing Raiola. Finds his man. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. This offense doing business in the red zone. Changing the routes with his receiver. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Long way to go on second down. Raiola moves to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's a guy who grew up in football, son of a coach, Kalen Chudzinski. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. Play action on first down. Had to force that one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays. but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Raiola to throw. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Pulls and fired complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, in that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
The Knights need to pick it up on fourth down. In the red area, it's Simon. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Brave. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Tells to fake. Look out! And he gets it away.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's Raiola to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. It's complete to the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Simon. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Zings it complete to the right. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Left side is Simon. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Escapes the pressure to his right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? 4th down, Raiola. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Danzy. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Raiola. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Spins away from the defense. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Oh, what a move. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Knights are marching down the field. Raiola. Got his man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
To throw, it's Raiola. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spring. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break, he broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's Raiola to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the 3rd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Caught. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right It's Ezukama. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Immediately fires to the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's Raiola to throw. Could not make his way to the corner.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Under pressure, and it's a sack.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense.
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Breaks into the open. Runs through the tackle. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Rush is on. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Makes the grab, and the as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Raiola. Makes the grab. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
They'll go with a direct snap. Still on his feet at the 40. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Raiola rolls right. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Simon. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season. And the extra point is good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And the RPO got it. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Spins away from the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Number 48 on to punch.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a big, aggressive play call on fourth down for this offense. Defenses, you're taught to put your feet by the sticks. Don't give up that first down. Nice job by the offense saying, okay, if you're going to do that, we're going to throw the football down the field over your head. They get aggressive on fourth down, and they get rewarded.
From the gun, it's Brady. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Handoff again. Here's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
He wants it all. Touchdown, TCU. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll need a bunch on second down. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the move. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's loose. He's at the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Runs through a tackle.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Reels it in down the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Once he got some room, it was over.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's past the sticks. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
TCU calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Knights. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Trying to get the corner. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finds his big tight end. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Bray. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, TCU! All that baby in and then strolled into the end end zone for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Simon. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. He's got enough. There he goes. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes a connection. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion. They gave up...
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. 2nd and long here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though this team's going to be leaving here with an out.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They're all over him. He's got it. 1st down and more. And that is how we will wrap this one up.